Welcome, everybody. We're here at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Welcome. I'm Bob Steele with my tag team partner, Rod West. Rod, looking at the starting lineups, who's going to explode today?
Kobe Bryant is the kind of player that can explode for a triple-double on any night. His passing, scoring, and rebounding make him the real deal.
Rod, we'll see how it unfolds. The player introductions are about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introductions. First for the Sacramento Kings. At center, Lade Diva. At forward, Chris Webber. At guard, Doug Christie. Also at guard, Mike Bibby. Also at forward, Peja Stojakovic. At the center position, out of Louisiana State, 7'1", number 34. And forward from Alabama, 6'10", number 5. At the other forward position from North Carolina, 6'7", number 17. And guard from Little Rock, Arkansas, 6'1", number 2. Derek at guard, out of Lower Marion High School, 6'7", number 8.
The Kings corral the opening tip-off. Passes it. Has it. Goes up. Launches the lay-in. Nice rebound by the 11-year man out of LSU. Bryant passes it. Stolen.
Boy, that was a gift-wrap ball for the defense, Bob. He was just way too lazy on that pass.
Passes. Passes it. 7 seconds to shoot. Pays way inside. Drains the first bucket of the game.
Webber didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Fox inbounds the ball. Just over 11 minutes here in the first quarter. Fisher launches from beyond the arc. Gets back on the net. Last tip is up and in by a lead. Just under 11 minutes here in the first quarter. Bibby dishes it off. Bounce pass. 7 on the shot clock. Stojakovic fires from 14. Makes it in.
You'll sink those all day, Bob. What a nice shot.
Lobbed. 7 seconds to shoot. Bryant has the ball. Shoots. Doesn't get it all the way in.
Way to clean the offensive glass right there, Bob.
There's the steal. Just over 10 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes. Pass caught by Stojakovic. Nice lay-in off the glass by Stojakovic. Fox with the inbound. Just under 10 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes it. Fisher passes the ball. They're inside. 7 on the shot clock. Fires from the post. Gets fouled. He'll shoot a pair.
Easy call right there. He was mugged.
He gets the first of 2. He's off on the second. Passes. The Kings bring it up. They're shooting 75% from the floor. Pass right wing. It's knocked away. The Lakers touched it last right before it went out of bounds. Stojakovic throws it in. Passes it. Passes. Bryant with an ill-advised step in the line, and he's whistled out of bounds.
He just lost concentration, didn't keep track of his feet, and then lost it out of bounds. He's got to keep his mind in the game, Bob.
Launches from beyond the arc. It's nothing but net.
Bibby comes clean right off that pick, and it was pretty simple after that.
Offense just doesn't get any more basic than that, but it works. Just under 9 minutes here in the first quarter. Fisher makes the pass. Takes the shot from the elbow. Hits the front rim.
Fisher misses it, but you had a pretty even matchup out there. That could have gone either way.
The Kings have the ball. They're 4 out of their last 5 from the floor. Weber has position down low. Weber was parked down low, waited too long, and got hit with a 3-second call. The Lakers have it, but are behind 9-3. Passes it. They work it in. Passes outside. Fisher takes the turnaround J. Gets right iron, no good.
Fisher had to alter his shot because the defender got so much pressure on him. That's why he missed.
The jumper was buried by D-Bots.
Simple but effective pump fake gets him enough room to bury the J. That's a clever move.
Especially when you're able to knock down the open jumper on a consistent basis. Fox inbounds the ball. Just under 8 minutes here in the first quarter. Fisher passes.
Get up! Watch out inside!
Right side pass. 7 seconds to shoot. Goes with the fadeaway. Can't answer back.
That's a nice job fighting on the offensive board.
O'Neal capitalizes on the second chance opportunity.
Ball!
The Kings can extend their lead this trip down. They'd love to do that.
Clear up!
Now in the paint.
2 and 4.
He gets aggressive.
Foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Passes.
I'm open. Double up.
Bryant now has it.
Watch out low. Hit down.
Takes a wide open shot. Gets the far iron, but it goes in.
He's a marksman with that outside jumper, Bob. You can't give him a clear target like that.
Yeah, you've got to watch him like a hawk, Rod. Just under 7 minutes here in the first quarter. Weber passes it.
Screen coming. Up down low.
Bibby rises up. Gets the bucket and the foul. They'll go to the line for one more.
This is a big-time bucket right here. Check this move out. He makes contact there, and then he manages to get the shot off. Good job.
Great body control as he managed to pretty much ignore the hack and still sink it. He completes the three-point play. O'Neal with the inbound.
Pick him up.
Fisher has it. He's 0 out of his last 4 from the floor. Caught by Fox. O'Neal fired from the right block. Definitely on the way down there. That's goaltending. Count the bucket. The Kings are at the controls. They're shooting 85% from the floor.
Through post. Come down.
Bibby gets up, gets fouled, and makes the bucket. He'll have an opportunity to add one at the charity stripe.
This is a big-time bucket right here. Check this move out. He makes contact there, and then he manages to get the shot off. Good job.
Great body control as he managed to pretty much ignore the hack and still sink it. He completes the three-point play. The Lakers can trim this lead down and bring it close with a bucket here. Bounce pass. It's stopped by Bibby. Passes it. Puts it up from a step inside the line. Bounces off the left rim.
Didn't throw in the fancy stuff right there, but it all passed the same.
Devon throws it in. Just under 6 minutes here in the first quarter. Jumps up. Cans it and gets his 11th point of the game.
Bibby is in control of this game, and the way he's playing it is no surprise. He is really putting on a show.
Fisher brings it up. He hasn't hit a shot from the floor. Fisher dishes it off.
Stay in, stay in.
The steal.
You just saw a really smart play on defense, Bobby. You watch for that crossover dribble, and then you get in there for the steal. That is textbook basketball.
The Lakers work it up court. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes. Shoots. Drops in the well-defended shot.
Oh, nice adjustment. He is so tough from that range.
Just over 5 minutes here in the first quarter. Stojakovic is asking for it in the post. They push it inside. Stojakovic releases from close range. Can't drop down his shot.
Stojakovic has to score in that situation. When you're that much better than the defender that's guarding you, you have to take advantage.
Passes it. Loose ball! Seven on the shot clock. Takes a turnaround Jay. Can't sink the well-defended shot.
O'Neal did the impossible. He made a bad defender look good.
Bibby has the ball. He's 4 of 4 from the floor. Christie passes the ball. In low. Kicks it out. Bibby with the ball. 7 seconds to shoot. Bibby carries his 13th point of the game. O'Neal inbounds the ball. Just over 4 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes. Gets cut off by Christie. 7 on the shot clock. Passes it. With the rejection. Bibby swatted that one away, and it's his first block of the game. Just under 4 minutes here in the first quarter. Inside pass. Weber fires from the right block. Puts too much on it.
Chris Weber.
The pump fake opens things up for him here.
Well, the defense is at a disadvantage. If you buy those fakes, everyone's got to rotate and scramble.
The defense bites, which gives him a clear path to the hoop. Simple as that.
Fisher is at the controls. He's 0 out of his last 6 from the floor. Grabbed by Ori. In the paint. O'Neal makes the pass. 7 seconds to shoot. Fisher shoots with the clock winding down. Drains the lightly contested shot.
Bobby, I thought they'd close him down, but he got the shot off without too much problem, and he gets the 2.
Just over 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes.
Watch the pick.
Passes it. The Kings turn this one over out of bounds. O'Neal will leave the floor.
You know they've got those lines painted there for a reason. A good player knows exactly where he is at all times and does not slip out of bounds like that.
Walker with the inbound. Just under 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Inside. Lets it go from 7 feet out. Gets the kind bounce off the back rim.
He doesn't normally take those, but he saw an opening, got it to fall.
The Kings could add to their lead with a bucket this trip down. Kickback. Weber gets vertical. Watches the lay-in. The Lakers at the rock. They're shooting 50% from the floor. On low post. Nice alley-oop finish by Bryant. Just over 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Stojakovic with the rock. Launches from beyond the arc. Can't stop the run.
Stojakovic was too wide open if there is such a thing. I think he choked a little bit on that three-point.
Passes. Nabbed by Shaw. 7 on the shot clock. Bryant gets whistled for the charge. That's his first foul of the game.
He whipped at the crossover, tried to get free, but the D didn't go for that at all. You better bring your credit card, because that's a charge.
Pollard throws it in. Passes it.
Open two, open two. I got him.
There's the steal. Passes. Shoots from the top of the key. No way.
Bryant was playing the percentages there. He generally makes that shot, but not that possession.
Stolen. The Lakers would love to cut into the lead some more with a bucket here. Pass back. Ryan Shaw gets busy. Can't get the bucket, but he gets the foul and will go to the line for 2.
I like aggressive D, but that's a little bit too aggressive. Almost an assault. You'll pick up the foul on that one every time.
He can't get the first. He sinks the second. Pollard inbounds the ball. 53 seconds here in the first quarter. Launches from beyond the arc.
Bobby Jackson.
Using picks like this is essential for a jump shooter. He gets enough space and knocks down the shot.
That was a solid pick right there. His man is probably wondering what train hit him.
And we'll send him a copy of the tape, and I'm sure that'll let him know. He can also see the sweet jumper that his man knocked down on him, too. Great play.
The Lakers have their 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Shaw passes. It's stopped by Jackson. 7 seconds to shoot. Bryant has it. Fires. Bounces off the left rim and out.
He's almost a guaranteed deuce from that range, but the D kept a little bit closer than his shadow. He's going away empty-handed.
Stojakovic launches from beyond the arc. It falls.
Stojakovic didn't have to rush that 3 because no one was near him. He just zoned in and let it fly.
The Lakers have the ball. They're shooting 47% from the floor. It's stolen. Passes it. Stojakovic unloads from deep 3-point range. Gets right iron, no good. There's the horn, and at the end of one, it's 29-20. The Lakers trail single digits after one, Rod. Any significant stats that leap out at you?
3-point shooting, Bob. When you're shooting this poorly from the outside, you need to abandon the outside shot and try to get something easier. High percentage shots will always help.
Walker with the inbound.
Pick him up. Pick him. Push down low.
Bounce pass.
Get down, get down.
They're inside. Received by Medvedenko. Off the front rim and missed by Medvedenko. Pollard grabs the defensive board. Launches from beyond the arc. Jackson from the arc. That's 2 from downtown.
Jackson comes clean right off that pick, and it was pretty simple after that.
Offense just doesn't get any more basic than that, but it works. Shaw passes it. Uses the crossover. Gets cut off by Cleaves. 7 on the shot clock. Kickback. Walker lets it go from the wing. Doesn't get it all the way there.
Walker should have known better than to take that one. You have to play within the confines of the game.
Jackson works it up court. He's shooting 100% from the arc. Yanks it down inside. Pass caught by Medvedenko. The J was missed by Medvedenko. Clark corrals the defensive board. Jackson has the rock. He's 2 out of his last 2 from the arc. Stojakovic launches from beyond the arc. Now he's in double figures.
The Kings are just unconscious tonight, Bob. It's bad enough when you have to deal with a single shooting threat, but the entire team, that's killer.
The Lakers are at the controls. They're shooting 40% from the floor. Walker dishes it off. 7 seconds to shoot. Jackson heads up court. He has 6 points from the arc.
He read that pump fake perfectly. Made a quick stab at the ball and then came away with the steal. Nice anticipation.
Puts it up. Picks up his 5th point of the quarter. He has a total of 12 so far.
That's a big bucket, and better yet, it puts some serious space between these two teams. You want to hold that lead steady or open it up if you can.
The Lakers with the scary deficit here, 37-20. Passes. Gets stopped by Stojakovic. 7 on the shot clock. Into the low post. Picked off. The Kings have the ball in an 8-0 run.
You can't expect to retain possession if you're willing to let go a bad pass like that, Bob. You really have to thread the needle when going inside.
Jackson picks up his 5th point of the quarter. He has a total of 8 so far. George throws it in. Shaw passes the ball.
Push by. Push down low.
Gets cut off by Stojakovic. George has the ball. 7 seconds to shoot. Launches from beyond the arc. Doesn't get the tough shot.
Shaw is a great outside shooter, but he met his match on defense that time.
Jackson with a bucket here. He can get his 10th point of the game.
Substitution for the
Neal
Lakers.
looks fresh coming back on the floor. Loose ball. The Kings were the last ones to get a piece of it before it went out of bounds. The Lakers work it up court. They haven't hit a shot from the arc.
Keep coming. Power get.
Pass low post. Passes it.
Watch down low.
7 on the shot clock. Fires from 14. Can't stop the drop.
This is a classic matchup, and based on the terrific job we just saw, it's the defense who wants it bad.
The Kings have the rock. They're 4 out of their last 6 from the arc. Stojakovic drops in his 14th point tonight.
That's how you fight for the shot you want, Bob. He used his skills to get the position, and he drained it.
The Lakers head into the front court. They're 0 out of their last 6 from the floor. Caught by Bryant. Takes a turnaround J. Can't answer back.
If this were a poker game, the D would win because they hold all the aces and the kings in this matchup. They prevail again with some devastating play.
Passes. Gets stopped by George. Gains some altitude. Gets fouled. He'll shoot a pair.
As a coach, I always said, if you're going to foul, foul like that. Make sure the shot has no chance of going in.
He gets the first of 2.
Substitution for
Pollard
the
will
Kings.
leave the floor. O'Neal inbounds the ball. The Lakers have it. They're shooting 36% from the floor.
Ball. Watch the screen.
Pass to the paint. O'Neal goes up. Watches the lay-in. George uses the leaner inside. Can't sink the well-defended shot. Jackson makes the pass. Passes it. Stojakovic goes with the fadeaway. Not this time.
Stojakovic has a first-rate mid-range game. Even though he missed that one, he has to keep taking that shot.
looking for the ball. 7 seconds to shoot. They work it in. Tosses it back out. Shaw launches from beyond the arc. Gets the kind bounce off the back rim.
Shaw gets the bucket, but he's the beneficiary of one heck of an assist right here.
That's what a good teammate does. He gets you the ball right in the spot where you're most comfortable.
And after that, it's up to you to knock it down, and that's what he does right here.
Weber with the inbound. Jackson brings it up. He's 2 out of his last 2 from the arc. Passes. Weber now has it. Christie fires. Doesn't get it all the way there.
You've got one of the best defenders in the league there. With that stop, he shows just how valuable he is.
Just over 6 minutes here in the second quarter. Passes it. They push it inside. Shoots from 13 feet out. Not a chance.
Shaquille O'Neal might want to consider taking that shot a few feet closer where he's a lot more comfortable.
Jackson has the ball. He has 6 points from the arc. Passes. Jackson goes with the fadeaway. Gets the front rim.
Good rebound on the inside.
Tricky fadeaway shot is off the mark by Weber. The Lakers bring it up. They're 1 out of their last 3 from the arc. Passes it. Bryant puts it up inside. Corrals the ball by Weber.
Bryant can't believe he blew that one, and neither can I. No excuse at the finish when you're that close.
Grab by Stojakovic. Passes. Releases. Drops in his 16th point of the game.
Stojakovic didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in. D-Box comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Stojakovic will come off the floor.
Substitution for the Kings.
Walker throws it in. The Lakers have the ball. They're 1 out of their last 6 from the floor. Bounce pass. The steal. Bibby works it up court. He has 11 points from the floor. Turkoglu passes. Pulls the trigger from the high post. Gets back iron and out.
Weber to think twice before he takes that shot. And if he still wants to shoot it, then he should think a 3rd time and a 4th time. That's not his game.
Now in the paint. George leaves the ground. Goes fast in the lane. The King will turn it over for the 12th time this game. Fox looks fresh coming back on the floor.
Substitution for the Lakers.
The Lakers will take a timeout here. The Lakers are at the controls. They're shooting 33% from the arc. Fox with the ball. Passes it.
Pick him up.
Seven on the shot clock. Fisher launches from beyond the arc. Not there.
Fisher comes away empty, but he was playing pretty well on that. I'm not surprised he missed it.
Bibby has the rock. He has 8 points from the paint.
Help down low.
Inside pass.
Pin down.
Passes. 7 seconds to shoot. Fires from 14. Puts too much on it.
Turkoglu must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
Walker really just took way too much time bringing the ball up court. Strange play, and they'll turn it over. Walker will head to the bench. Turkoglu inbounds the ball.
I got it.
Inside.
Double.
It's deflected. The Kings will retain possession. Nabbed by D-Bots.
Get him. Watch the pick. Pin down.
Releases from the stripe. Rolls it off the right rim.
The Kings are just unconscious tonight, Bob. It's bad enough when you have to deal with a single shooting threat, but the entire team, that's killer.
Fisher has it. He's 1 out of his last 6 from the floor. Fisher passes it. The onside shot was buried by O'Neal.
Fisher made a great decision. He saw someone had a better shot than he did, and he gave it up. Now that's a team player.
Team play is contagious, Ron. Let's keep our eyes out tonight for some more great passes. Bibby stepped on the line, and they'll give the ball up.
He stepped out of bounds, and now they're going to have to give up possession. You have to know where you are on the court at all times.
Passes it. There's the steal. Nice steal, and they control the takeaway category.
Yeah, quick hands. Nice job right there.
Bibby brings it up. He's shooting 100% from the floor. Passes. Takes a turnaround Jay. Gets right iron, no good.
You cannot beat that kind of hands-on, in-your-face coverage, and it's so constant, too. That's a good example of how you play defense.
O'Neal gets it right back after the block. O'Neal gets the second chance bucket.
The defender really had his work cut out for him there. Against a superb inside guy like that, you've got to bring your big game.
The Kings have the rock. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Rod, check this out on replay.
This is a big-time bucket right here. Check this move out. He makes contact there, and then he manages to get the shot off. Good job.
Great body control as he managed to pretty much ignore the hack and still sink it. He completes the three-point play. O'Neal with the inbound. Fisher is at the controls. He's 0 out his last 2 from the arc. Fisher dishes it off. Gets stopped by Turkoglu. Passes it. The Lakers have it go out of bounds and turn it over.
He just lost concentration, didn't keep track of his feet, and then lost it out of bounds. He's got to keep his mind in the game, Bob.
Passes. Passes it. 7 on the shot clock. Bibby shoots. Gets back iron and out. Tipped in by Devos.
Now, sometimes it's just smarter to tip that ball right back in on the putback rather than bringing it down so it can just get stripped.
Couldn't agree more with you, Rod. Don't take any extra risks if you can help it. The Lakers head into the front court. They're shooting 37% from the floor. Passes. Gets cut off by Turkoglu. Fox passes the ball. 7 seconds to shoot. In low. Fades away inside. Gets his 6th point of the period. He has a total of 15. Weber throws it in. The Kings turn it over again. That's their 14th.
You know they've got those lines painted there for a reason. A good player knows exactly where he is at all times and does not slip out of bounds like that.
Favorable bounce helped that long shot by Fisher.
Boy, the defense really had no effect whatsoever on that shot. They might as well have been 20 feet away.
Bibby works it up court. He has 15 points from the floor. O'Neal is called for blocking. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. He gets the first of 2. He gets the ball. .52 seconds here in the 2nd quarter. Into the low post. Fisher had his pass go out of bounds, and they give the ball up. Turkoglu inbounds the ball. Bibby has the rock. He has 12 points from the paint. Passes it. Turkoglu launches from beyond the arc. Gets the front rim.
That's how you fight for the offensive rebound.
Fisher with the rock.
What a denial, Bobby. Got that hand up there and sent it back down. Great job.
Fisher heads up court. He's 2 of 9 from the floor. He scores his 8th point of the period. He's got 17 in the game. Bibby has it. He's 4 out of his last 6 from the floor. Received by Christie. Christie launches from beyond the arc. kisses it off the right rim, then in.
He is just brutal on the defense from the three-point land, Bob. Truly one of the great shooters in this league.
The Lakers bring it up. They're 1 out of their last 4 from the arc. Got it off in time, but the buzzer beater was missed by O'Neal. The clock runs out, and we're heading to the half. The score, 57-35. For those of you who want the inside scoop on the first half, our studio man Clark is ready to give a little analysis.
Welcome to the ESPN Halftime Update. Now let's take a look at how the numbers break down from the first half. The Kings have been sharp shooting tonight. They're shooting a higher percentage on their three-pointers, and that's been one of the major reasons they're winning. Shaquille O'Neal, in the first half, has a total of 17 points and 8 rebounds. He'll walk away with our Sega Sports Hot at the Half player. That will do it for now. Make sure to tune in to the ESPN postgame show at the conclusion of the game. We'll send you back to Bob and Rod.
Substitution for the Lakers.
Corey with the inbound.
Watch the clear out.
Fisher makes the pass.
Ball, ball, ball.
In the paint. Kicks it outside. Pops it up from 19 feet. No way, no how.
That's a nice heads-up play on D.
Bibby brings it up, shooting 77% from the floor. Pass low post. They're inside. Knocked off course. The Lakers touched it last right before it went out of bounds. Passes. Gets stopped by Fisher. 7 on the shot clock. Leaps up. Here's a whistle. Touch it on the way down. That's goaltending. Count the basket. Fisher has the ball. He hasn't hit a shot from the arc. Passes it.
Going inside. Ball, ball, ball.
7 seconds to shoot. Fisher launches from beyond the arc. Passes off the left rim and out.
As an old coach, I love this matchup on the outside. A couple of the best duking it out, and it looks like the defense won that round.
Count that last jumper by Christie.
Great look and a great bucket right here. Let's check that out again, Bobby.
When you get that pass, you need to hit your shot just like you did here. Fox throws it in. Fisher is at the controls. He's 0 on his last 3 from the arc. Fisher passes. Fox has it. 7 on the shot clock. Pass back. Fox shoots with the clock winding down. Connects off the front rim.
That shot could have gone either way, but this time he had just the edge he needed to sink the basket.
Bibby can pick up his 20th point this trip down. Out of the wing.
Watch the screen. Tee it up. Quick, quick. Power again.
Pass to the paint. Stojakovic springs up. The Lakers have the ball. They're shooting 40% from the floor. Left wing pass.
Switch up.
Bryant gets aggressive. Can't get the bucket, but he gets the foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Way too much contact there. No question why the ref blew the whistle.
He gets the first of 2. He gets the ball. Pivots inbounds the ball. The Kings are at the controls. They're shooting 66% from the arc. Passes. They work it in. Pivots shoots from the paint. Gets right iron, no good.
He's got his rebounding fundamentals down, Bobby.
He sure does, Roddy. He anticipates where the ball's going to go, boxes out, and then cleans up. Fisher has the ball. They push it inside. Gets up. At 19 after that basket. Bibby works it up court. He has 12 points from the paint.
Stay tight inside.
Bibby passes it. The Lakers work it up court. They're 1 out of their last 5 from the arc.
Now, when you're down low like that, it's way too easy to get the ball stolen. Don't put it on the floor. Too many people, too crowded, too many hands. Too easy to get it taken away.
Bryant has now hit double figures.
Bryant had a solid big set for him, and that's what really set up the basket.
Bibby has the rock. He's 7 of 9 from the floor. Passes it in low. Passes. Knocked off course. He can't get the first. He sinks the second. Horry with the inbound. The Lakers have it, and they're on an 8-1 run. Fisher dishes it off. Bryant launches from beyond the arc. Hits the bucket, and his 7th point this quarter. He's got 13 in the game.
That's an old basketball move, but the pump fake is still good.
I figured you'd like this play, Rod. He just nails the shot after shaking his man loose with a nice pump fake.
You figured me right, Bob. Call me old-fashioned, but a simple, effective move to get to the bucket? Who can't love that?
Bibby heads up court. He's 4 out of his last 6 from the floor. Passes it. Evans takes a quick shot. Gets back iron and out.
O'Neal has had a solid night tonight, but unfortunately, it hasn't translated into a lead for his team.
Fisher has it. He's shooting 18% from the floor. Pass caught by Horry. O'Neal gives it right back after the block. O'Neal is going to be hit with a blocking foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. He completes the 3-point play. Evans throws it in. The Kings have the rock. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Bibby passes the ball. Now in the paint. 7 seconds to shoot. Couldn't stop the run there. And a miss by Christie. The Lakers head into the front court. They're shooting 44% from the floor. Releases. Can't drop down his shot.
Bryant was playing the percentages there. He generally makes that shot, but not that possessive.
Bibby jumps up. Watches the lay-in. It's 2-on-2, even numbers. Bounce pass. Goes with the crossover. Puts it up.
Look at the replay right here, Bobby, and watch how he loses the defense.
Loses the D. He posterized the D. That was a fantastic move.
You're right. All he needs to do is go to that crossover for his score. It's as simple as that.
Bibby can pick up his 20th point this trip down. Bibby makes the pass. Puts it up from 11. Can't stop the run.
Bibby has to take the blame for that. That trick was pretty good, and he should have been able to lose that defender.
Fisher brings it up. He hasn't hit a shot from the arc. Gets vertical. Score the bucket. It's going to be goaltending.
It's good.
Evans inbounds the ball. Bibby has the ball. He has 15 points from the floor. Passes. Stojakovic shoots. That's money. He's got 18 tonight.
The Kings are simply giving the other team fits. It's bad enough when one goes down there. When the team shoots this well, there's not much you can do.
Fisher threw this one out of bounds and turns it over. Bibby works it up court. He has 12 points from the paint. Bibby passes. Fades away inside. Defensive rebound by Horry.
He's usually a dynamo on the inside, but he just couldn't get that one to drop. He should be nailing those left and right.
Bryant earns his 13th point of this quarter. He has a total of 19.
Bryant is playing well here, and he seems to be the only one who's getting anything done. You have to wonder if spreading the ball around a bit would help him get back in this game.
Passes it. in the paint. Takes the wide open shot. Thinks his 20th point of the game.
You know coach isn't happy with that D. They need to come out and contest the outside shooter. Simple as that.
You're right, Rod. They got to play tighter than that. Fisher heads up court. He's shooting 18% from the floor. Down right wing. 7 on the shot clock. Launches from beyond the arc. Gets the front rim.
Fisher just can't get it going, and once you get cold, it's hard to get that hot hand back.
Devon now has it. Caught by Bibby. 7 seconds to shoot. Gets cut off by Fisher. The Lakers bring it up. They're shooting 46% from the floor.
Nice steal by the D. Let him try to work that crossover move, and then you make sure you're right there to take the ball. Great play.
Devon with the inbound. The Kings have the ball. They're shooting 66% from the arc. Inside pass. The steal! The Lakers are at the controls. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the arc. Bryant with an ill-advised step on the line, and he's whistled out of bounds. Walker comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Bibby can pick up his 20th point this trip down. Stojakovic passes it. Gets airborne.
Offensive foul. That's his 5th personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for the Kings.
Passes. George rises up. Gets the layup.
This is a textbook crossover, Bob. Check it out.
Boy, straight passes, man, and he lays it in for 2. Pretty move. Devon throws it in. The Kings would love to extend their lead this trip down. Passes it. Takes the turnaround J. It's blocked.
Oh, he blocked the shot, but his coach can't be happy with how that went down. He had terrible position, which made it especially tough to make the block.
O'Neal dishes it off. The 16-footer was off the mark by Bryant. Rebounded by Devon. Bibby has it. He has 15 points from the floor. The Kings will turn it over. Devon will leave the floor.
He stepped out of bounds, and now they're going to have to give up possession. You have to know where you are on the court at all times.
The Lakers working up court. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes. O'Neal with the ball. They're inside. 7 on the shot clock. Uses the crossover. Puts up the shot. Yanks it down inside.
Guyton must have seen something I didn't, because from here, it looks like he should never have taken that shot.
Bibby brings it up. He has 12 points from the paint. Passes it. It's picked off.
Great anticipation of the next. Nice interception.
The drought continues off the miss by Weber.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
He gets the first of 2.
Substitution for the
Jackson
Lakers.
looks fresh coming back on the floor.
Substitution for the Kings.
Walker inbounds the ball. The Lakers have the rock. They're shooting 46% from the floor. Guyton passes the ball. Grab by George. 7 seconds to shoot. Launches from beyond the arc. Can't capitalize.
He just has a nose for the ball, Bob. Amazing instinct.
It's instinct and desire. He just wants the ball more than anyone else. The alley-oop was thrown in by Clark. The Lakers head into the front court. They're shooting 25% from the arc. Passes. The steal. Bibby has the ball. He's 7 of 11 from the floor. Bounce pass.
Watch outside.
Perkaglu makes the pass. 7 on the shot clock. Skies.
Defensive foul. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
He gets the first of 2.
Substitution for
Remember,
the
they'll
Kings.
head to the bench. Walker with the inbound. The Lakers have it. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the arc. Lobbed it. Walker from inside. Puts too much on.
Oh, Bobby, you gotta like the way he whipped that one out.
O'Neal gets the bucket and a 7th point this quarter. He has a total of 24 so far. 57 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. There's the steal. Passes it. Fires from the right block. Gets the tough shot to fall. You don't see him taking or making many of those.
That was one of those where the coach was saying, no, 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 yes, yes, yes. He's lucky that one went in.
Bibby passes.
Throw weak. Watch baseline. Screen coming.
Inside. Clark takes off. Goes glass on the lay-in.
The Kings are simply giving the other team fits. It's bad enough when one player's dominating, but when a team shoots this well, there is not much you can do.
Nabbed by George.
Ball.
Rush, high rises. Watches the lay-in.
Rush misses it, but you had a pretty even matchup out there. That could have gone either way.
Bibby is at the controls. He's 1 out of his last 6 from the floor. Passes. Perkaglu takes the quick shot. Bounces it off the short side and in.
Perkaglu starts off with the drop step here, but he quickly makes a decision to pull up the jumper.
Being decisive here is the key, right, Rod?
Time is money. Once you make your move, you have a split second to make the right decision, and in this case, it was the J.
O'Neal throws it in. We've just finished the 3rd quarter. The score, 76-63. The Lakers came into the 3rd quarter behind and end the 3rd with a double-digit deficit. Any way to explain it statistically, Rod?
Assists, Bob. Their offense is bogging down way too much in one-on-one situations, and teammates are not getting set up and aren't setting each other up. They need to create some more opportunities for each other like they've shown they can do from time to time.
Watch the box.
Bibby passes it. Deflects the pass. The Lakers continue to give the ball up. That's their 19th turnover. Passes it. Intercepted.
Walker keeps finding a way to wrestle that ball loose, but my question is, when are they going to get a grip on the lead?
Passes.
Up down low.
Pops it up from 9. Gets his 26th point of the game.
O'Neal has come alive out there. He's hot and wants to rock every time up court.
Bibby works it up court. He's shooting 58% from the floor. Received by Bibby.
Watch the box. Double up.
There's the steal. Guyton with the rock. The Lakers work it up court. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the arc. Into the low post. Batted away. It's stolen. Bibby has the rock. He has 15 points from the floor. Bounce pass.
Watch the box.
7 seconds to shoot. Wide open shot missed by Bibby. The steal.
Nice grab to get to possession, and that was all ball, too.
Quick. Flare. Pick him up.
Passes it. There's the steal. The Lakers have the rock. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor.
Perfect timing of the double team, Bob. You can look it up if you don't believe me. They trapped down low, the man had nowhere to go, and the defense came away with the steal.
The jumper was buried by O'Neal.
O'Neal didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Clark inbounds the ball. Bibby heads up court. He has 12 points from the paint.
Watch
Passes. Goes with the leaner. Corrals the ball by George.
Bibby has a first-rate mid-range game. Even though he missed that one, he has to keep taking that shot.
O'Neal gets his 6th point of the period. He's got 30 total. The Kings can extend their lead this trip down. They'd love to do that. Pass caught by Turkoglu. Bibby, the great feed, picks up his 6th assist.
Bad matchup for the D there, Bob. They're giving up way too many inches inside.
The Lakers head into the front court. They're shooting 48% from the floor. O'Neal passes the ball. Passes it. It's knocked away. 7 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Can't answer back.
His mid-range shot is no great shakes when he's open. When they're swarming all over him like that, he's pretty much a goner.
Bibby gets busy. Buries number 22.
This is when you want to have the lead. Right here in the fourth quarter, where it all counts. Make the other guys start to sweat for a change.
The Lakers bring it up. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the arc. Bounce pass. Takes a wide open shot. Can't drop down his shot.
9 times out of 10, that's 2 points, Bob.
Yeah, the defense got bailed out. A huge break there. Bibby has it. He's 8 of 14 from the floor. Bibby has it. Guyton is called for blocking. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
He's one of the best, Bobby, but all the other team is thinking right now is how they're going to get the ball back after he misses.
Substitution
Will
for the
leave the floor.
Lakers. Substitution for the Kings.
Yanks it down inside.
Good rebounding is so important to a team, and this guy is great.
Oh, tell me about it, Rodney. It comes down to limiting your opponent's shot opportunities as well as creating them for your own team. Kickback. Guyton shoots from the top of the key. Can't drop the lightly contested shot.
Guyton scares you when he takes that shot, and for good reason.
Bibby makes the pass. Passes. 7 seconds to shoot. Takes a turnaround Jay. Gets right iron, no good.
Bibby was left in the lurch after that poor pick. His teammates have to help him out a little better than that.
Passes it. Bryant fires. Can't sink the well-defended shot.
Kobe Bryant had the straitjacket clamped on him out there. Nice defensive stop.
For the left block, hands it and gets his 11th point of the game.
Weber gets the bucket, but he's the beneficiary of one heck of an assist right here.
That's what a good teammate does. He gets you the ball right in the spot where you're most comfortable.
And after that, it's up to you to knock it down, and that's what he does right here.
O'Neal with the inbound. The Lakers have the ball. They're shooting 45% from the floor. Bounce low post. Bryant shoots from the paint. Can't stop the drought.
He is easily one of the best rebounders in the league, Bob.
Absolutely. His skill on the boards is crucial for his team as well. Clark passes. Christie has the ball. 7 on the shot clock. Bibby goes with the fadeaway. Makes up his 5th point of the quarter. He's got 25 in the game.
The Kings are simply giving the other team fits. It's bad enough when one player's dominating, but when a team shoots this well, there is not much you can do.
Caught by Guyton. Pass low post. Goes up. Dumps it down with both hands.
The Lakers are having their way with this team inside right now, Bob. Maybe it's time for them to think about dropping it down there a few more times.
The Kings have possession, and it's a 9-2 run. Passes. 7 seconds to shoot. Off the front rim and out by Bibby. George has the ball. He has 8 points from the floor.
Bibby has an amazing crossover, but if you can't score after making that move, then it doesn't matter.
Bryant just picked up number 21 with that bucket.
George dropped the ball right inside to pick up the assist. Shot percentages are so low for some players today because they're always thinking shoot first and pass second. Great offenses always use the reverse philosophy.
The Lakers will take a timeout here.
Simple but effective pump fake gets him enough room to bury the J. That's a clever move.
Especially when you're able to knock down the open jumper on a consistent basis. Franco looks fresh coming back on the floor. Clark will come off the floor.
Substitution for the Kings.
Walker throws it in. Fisher works it up court. He hasn't hit a shot from the arc. Fisher passes it. Bryant gets aggressive. Drains number 23. The Kings work it up court. They're 4 out of their last 6 from the arc. Passes it. Walker comes away with his 3rd pickpocket tonight. Walker has the rock. He's 1 of 4 from the floor. Pass to the paint. Pass back. Fires from the right block. Doesn't get it all the way there. The Kings have the rock. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes. Releases from 15. Doesn't get the tough shot.
The D really pours on the paint for the stop right there. That's a great basketball, Bob.
Fisher heads up court. He's 0 out of his last 4 from the arc. Indy dishes it off.
Bibby snags another one to help his team keep the lead. Man, remind me not to bump into this guy on the crowded street. He might hurt you.
Passes it. Seven on the shot clock. Passes. Indy releases. Gets the front rim.
You cannot beat that kind of hands-on, in-your-face coverage. And it's so constant, too. That's a good example of how you play defense.
Tried to lay it in, but it wasn't finished by Bryant. Christie has it. He's 2 out of his last 5 from the floor. Grabbed by Divac. The steal. The Lakers head into the front court. They're shooting 25% from the arc. Shoots. Gets his 6th point of the period. He's got 25 in the game.
You made that one, but I tell you what, that is exactly how you want to D him up. You just got it to fall.
Bibby brings it up. He's shooting 47% from the floor. Bibby passes the ball. Christie goes with the fadeaway. Wasn't there.
He had great position and allowed him to snag that rebound. That's how you play this game.
Now in the paint. There's the steal.
Now, you got to like that pincher attack down low. You've got 2 of your guys crowding him. Chances are one of them is going to come away with the ball.
Stojakovic launches from beyond the arc. Picks up his 25th point.
Timeout, Lakers.
Neal comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Morey inbounds the ball. Fisher is at the controls. He has 4 points from the paint. Passes it. They work it in. Takes a turnaround Jay. Kisses it off the glass.
The Lakers are having their way with this team inside right now, Bob. Maybe it's time for them to think about dropping it down there a few more times.
The Kings have it. They're 4 out of their last 6 from the arc. Pass to the wing. Seven seconds to shoot. Gets stopped by Fisher. Indy makes the pass. Weber fires from the post. Gets back iron and out.
Another one bites the dust there, my friend. He doesn't have his step, his timing, or his release working at this point, Bob.
Passes. Fires from the right block. Cuts the score to single digits.
Wyatt didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Weber with the inbound. Bibby works it up court. He's 9 of 19 from the floor. Stojakovic wants it down low. Now by Bibby. Swatted away. Beautiful swat. Bryant now has it. Bryant takes a wide open shot. Can't drop down his shot.
Way to clean the offensive glass right there.
Green gets the second chance bucket.
Boy, nice chip shot in there. Just like you on the golf course, Bobby.
The Kings could add to their lead with a bucket this trip down. Stojakovic passes. Gets cut off by Fox. Passes it. 7 on the shot clock. Bibby unloads from 10 feet out. Can't stop the run. Bibby needs to play more within himself here in the fourth quarter. The Lakers can trim this lead down and bring it close with a bucket here. Count that last jumper by Bryant.
Great drop step to get himself open and bury the shot.
The guy's trying to stare. Look at the footwork. His defender just couldn't stay with him, Ron.
He sure couldn't, Bob. It was nice, though, and a great shot.
Devon throws it in. The Kings bring it up. They're 1 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes. It's picked off. 50 seconds here in the game.
He obviously thought he had a clear path for the pass. Now, in my book, you make the safe play, not the easy play.
The Kings will take a timeout here.
Timeout, Kings.
They can go 2 for 1 here if they want, Bob. Let's see how they manage the clock.
Inside pass. Stolen.
That's smart basketball. The double team is especially effective under the net because it really limits where you can get it.
The Kings will take their very last timeout.
Timeout, Kings.
Weber inbounds the ball. Christie passes it. Passes. Neal records his 4th takeaway. The Lakers can take their first lead in quite a while with a bucket here. Fox with the personal. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Fisher with the personal. That's his 3rd foul so far. He gets the first of 2. He gets them both.
They need to get a 3 here to send it into overtime.
Fisher heads up court. He's 0 out of his last 4 from the arc. The Lakers will take their very last timeout.
They need to get a 3 here to send it into overtime.
A great inbound pass. O'Neal scores his 32nd point with that bucket there. And that'll do it. Your final score for tonight's game, 92-91. And that wraps it up. Make sure you catch SportsCenter so you can stay on top of the latest news in the sports world. Check your local listings for the correct time and channel. That's on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
Welcome to the ESPN postgame show. I'm Clark Dishman. The Kings come away with a 1-point squeaker over the Lakers. They now move to 28-3 on the year. The Kings fell in love with the 3-ball tonight and never abandoned it. They never passed on any of the open looks and did a great job of spreading out the floor to open up the 3-pointers. That was the key tonight. Shaquille O'Neal finished the game with a total of 32 points and 17 rebounds. He's our ESPN Player of the Game. He was the difference tonight. Well, that will do it for now. I'm Clark Dishman. We'll